Batter up, baseball fans. Tonight we're going to see two teams fighting for that final NL wildcard spot. Or two of those final three, as there's too big of a gap between everyone fighting for the second and third wildcard spots, that being these two teams, Arizona, Washington, Pittsburgh, San Diego, the Mets, and the team that holds the top wildcard spot, Atlanta. It's the tribute to the Negro Leagues. To the Negro League. Rickwood Field, Birmingham, Alabama. First pitch will be in about 15. Be in about 20 or so. It's one way to put it, A-Rod. DJ. Let's look at the starting lineup for this game for both squads. As the dark in Alabama is starting to fill up. Yeesh, Yankees are getting their asses kicked. Lose this game and they'll only be half a game ahead of Baltimore. Oh, the first pitch is in 30 minutes. I don't know why. But in any case, why even say the game is scheduled to begin at 7:15, but the first pitch will be in 30 minutes, huh? Which is around 7:25, 7:30 or so. It'll be Keaton Wynn against Andre Palante. Not funny, Jack. Not funny. To face Palante, the Giants send to the plate. Brett Wisely. Heliot Ramos. Let me get something else that would work. It's a good thing I'm off tomorrow, or from work. I don't have to go back in until Tuesday. Here we go. Pat Bailey, Mac Chapman, Michael Conforto, Jorge Soler, Wilmer Flores, Mike Yastrzemski, and Nick Ahmed. For the Cardinals, they'll send Mason Wynn, Nate Burleson, Alec Burleson, Paul Goldschmidt, Nolan Gorman, Brendan Donovan, Matt Carpenter, Brad Crawford, or is it Brian Crawford? Oh, Brandon Crawford. Pedro Pajes, and Michael Ciani. Yankees better get their heads out of their asses going into their next series against Atlanta. Fergie Jenkins, Andre Dawson, talking about the Negro Leagues. First the base just began. 9:30. House clean, White House secure. It's the first debate tonight. Oh, it's next Thursday. Okay. Great. Fucking troll who deserves to die for all I care. Ban user and delete comment. See you, digital dystopia, you piece of shit. Seriously, people like that need their necks in the news sooner or later. And there's John Baptiste. Rest in peace, Willie. You know, the way Rickwood Field is designed, you could call it the Fenway of the South. The legit Fenway of the South. I mean, yes, it's about the size of a minor league ballpark. But then again, what were Negro League ballparks essentially viewed as back in the day? Minor league ballparks. Before the league was was disbanded in 1947 when Jackie Robinson jumped to the majors. guess we're going to get another tune. Here come the legends of the Negro Leagues. The OGs. There's Bill Greason. Eugene Scruggs. And pushing him in the wheelchair is Pedro Sierra. For those wondering, these are the last survivors of the OG Negro Leagues. It would help a lot if I knew the rest of the legendary players, dude. Instead of this self-indulgent song and dance. San Francisco in an odd white attire. St. Louis in their gray, in a throwback gray. I would have preferred the Field of Dreams game, to be honest. Why? Because more people remember the film. Pee pee poo poo you're also a piece of garbage. I said Negro, not the other word. Seriously, I wonder how many of these fucking trolls I have to kill tonight. Chris, to be honest, I don't really know who I should take in this matchup. Excuse me. Long day in the grind. I've got some straw straw dust in my throat and my nose. course, we all know that Willie Mays passed away over the weekend at the age of 93. He was one of the OGs of the Negro Leagues, whether it was as a member of the New York slash San Francisco Giants, the New York Mets, as part of their 73 championship run, or what NL championship run, or what have you. They better not go the political route with this. And we've got Barry Bonds, Jr., and Willie Mays' son Michael in attendance. Fuck you, Barry, for having to cheat your way to the home run title. Huh? Unlocking the multiverse? What the hell is this about? Excuse me a second, folks. Being free. Oh, brother, they're really doing this bullshit song. Why does this guy remind me of George Baldy III? You know what, Johnny Fucks? Fuck you. Fuck you to death. And this is why I want trolls dead and the trolls of society dead. Because they're better off dead. They're just going to be malicious, foul-mouthed, obnoxious little assholes who don't give a damn about a person's commitment to his or her craft. Other than dealing with a trio of shithead trolls, I'm fine, Darwin. You heard me, Jordan Clover. If you're one of the said trolls, then get the fuck out before I force you out. All-Star game in Arlington on the 16th. Sheesh, Greason looks pretty good for a 99-year-old man. I guess Teasley Jr. is going to be throwing the ceremonial first pitch. I was going to catch it. Not a bad pitch for someone at 99, but whatever. Indianapolis Clowns? What the hell? After almost over half an hour of waiting, this game is finally going to get started. Good fucking God. Eesh, 63 minutes and 40 seconds. Damn. I'm still here, JK. Fucking assholes. And I wonder if someone would put your damn neck in a noose. Noose, JK. Goodbye. Piece of shit. I'm sorry for being a bit of a tyrant tonight, folks, but I'm not going to put up with any fucking trolls who want to mock me because of my damn voice, my political beliefs, or what have you. You don't like that shit? Then get the fuck out. Interview with Mason Wynn of St. Louis, leading all rookies in batting average with 293 in the year. Great, more fucking trolls. We're going to bombard the comments in 3, 2, 1. Now can we get the fucking first pitch? Getting kind of bored here. I'm legitimately getting fucking bored waiting for a fucking first pitch. Connie Mack, that might have been the architect of Wrigley Field. And there we see the starting pitcher for the St. Louis Cardinals tonight. Oh, it's the San Francisco Sea Lion uniform. I was wondering what that look was for the Giants tonight. It'll be Wisely, Ramos, Bailey, Chapman, Conforto, Soler, Flores, Yastrzemski, and Ahmed. Change the color scheme. That works better, given the setup. Here's Andre Palante. He's predominantly a bullpen arm. This is only his 5th game starting. He's 2-3 with a 4.61 ERA. He's given up 2 homers. Batting average by opponents 284, 21 strikeouts, 12 walks. He was slipped into this slot after the abysmal start this year for Steven Matz, who was the original number 5 starter for St. Louis. I put emphasis on calling Steven Matz atrocious. Look at the dimensions of Rickwood Field. They've been shortened up to when they were originally around the 470 line. They were shortened up and the walls were moved in and shortened up to be more modernized with the current MLB setup. So left to right field down the both lines is 332 feet, 399 left center, 392 to straight in the right center, and 400 the dead center in the dead center. Imagine the wild pitches when you consider it's an 85-foot gap from the pitcher all the way to the backstop behind the plate. I'd say there's about 10,000 in the seats tonight. After 41 minutes since I came on, we are finally underway. First pitch, and it's up and away for a ball. Oh, the Brett Wisely. Wisely hasn't played much this year. This is only his 26th game of the season. One 0 pitch. Strike one. On one pitch, 2-1. One is tying in. Up and away, 2-1. Ow. 2-1 pitch. Way upstairs, 3-1. Ramos waiting on deck. That's chopped to the first base line. Scooped up. He stepped out of the baseline. He's out. And a first black all umpiring crew tonight. Alan Porter at home. Crew chief Adrian Johnson at first. Malachi Moore at second. CB Buckner at third. And Jeremy Rahak, the replay official. Oh, sure. Then we have that diversity flag. First pitch is a strike. Ramos fouls that one off 0-2 down the right field line. Ramos has played 38 games. He's been out quite a bit with injury. This is his 39th, 9 homers, 32 RBIs. 0-2 pitch. Low in the dirt, 1-2. Ow. That's fouled off behind the backstop. Going to the backstop to the 1-2. We'll do it again. One, 2, outside, 2-2. Swung and I missed, strike 3. Pat Bailey pitch to Pat Bailey misses inside 0-1. Bailey in 49 games, 283 behind the plate, 5 homers, 23 RBIs, 783 OPS. Over the plate, 1-1. Pop foul, 1-2. Line in the right field, base hit for San Francisco, and they'll get the first hit of this tribute game. Chopper by Chapman, throw to first, got him. And that ends the inning. So the Cardinals do give up a hit, but nothing else. Bottom one on the way, no score for San Francisco, and here comes St. Louis. Fly Me to the Moon, Radar in theaters July 12th. Didn't know Mel Blanc was Jewish. St. Louis will step to the bat. Here's their lineup, presented by Harbor Freight. Mason Wynn, Alec Burleson, Paul Goldschmidt, Nolan Gorman, Brendan Donovan, Matt Carpenter, Brandon Crawford, Pedro Pajes, and Michael Ciani. They'll face Keaton Wynn, 11 starts, 3-7 record, 6.66 ERA. What does that say about him? Which is a bad sign. 52 in the third inning. Opposition is hitting 258 against him, 8 homers, giving up first pitch, up and out, up on the inside, 1-0. High and up, 2-0. 2-0 pitch. On the outside edge, 3-0. Takes it on the inside corner, 3-1. And it's a walk. Here's Alec Burleson, 66 games, 10 homers, 25 RBIs. Ball 1. Wynn doesn't take off on the steal attempt, or even bothers making an attempt at stealing. He's got a small lead. He's not going to take off. 1-0 pitch in the dirt. They got him calling a run down, but he makes it back to first safely, 2-0. Two and 0. Did he go? Yes, 2-1. Two-0 is hit. One hit to right field, and that's going to bounce off the fence. Wynn will be held at third. Burleson will hold up at first as it had a heavy carry that bounced back to Scooter or the Yastrzemski, and it will be a single instead of a double. Yastrzemski played that carom perfectly. Here's Burleson. Here's Goldschmidt, who has not been having a very productive year this season. 9 homers, 29 RBIs in 71 games, 6.6 EOPS, and a .230 batting average. Goldschmidt lines one, caught! And the first out for the St. Louis Cardinals. First pitch to Gorman, and he swings and misses. Strike one. Gorman just barely hovering over the Mendoza line despite 16 homers and 34 RBIs and a 715 OPS. That one's hit to center, fairly deep, but playable. Caught. That's going to be a sac fly, and St. Louis gets on the board first. That's RBI number 35 for Gorman. This is the reconfiguration of the field. Ball one to Donovan. Strike one to Donovan. That's ball one. No. And that ball's gone. Home run, Brendan Donovan. And it's now 3-0 St. Louis. First pitch is chopped, scooped up, and that ends the inning. But St. Louis gets 3 on 2 hits and nothing else. And they strand nobody. Second inning coming up, 3-0 St. Louis. For Donovan, that was his 7th homer of the year. RBIs 34 and 35 for himself. There's Billy Greason. It'll be Conforto, Soler, and Flores up for the Giants. 2 of the 3 I'm quite familiar with as they were former New York Mets. And here comes Scooter. Strike one. Scooter this year, 8 homers, 22 RBIs in 52 games. Not what you'd expect from him. Slow chopper, scooped up. Gonna have to hurry. Got him. 1 down. Now Ken Rosenthal doing an interview with Bill Greason, one of the OGs of the Negro Leagues. Member of the original Birmingham Black Barons in 1948. Strike one to Soler. Inside 1-1. Ball 2. Two and two as it's up and in. 2-2 pitch. On the way from Palante. And Soler fouls that off into the screen on the right field, down the right field line. We'll do it again. Yep. Full count. That's chop foul. That's the truth. Fouled off. We'll do it again. Swung and missed. Strike 3. Down goes Soler. Chase one out. Slider low and in the dirt, and it cost him big time. Now he's getting the Mets for lack of plate discipline. Probably corn, wheat, beans, but whatever. Here's Wilmer Flores, and he chops that one foul. Hmm. 1-0-1 pitch to Wilmer. Ground ball, second base, throw over to Goldschmidt, got him. 1-2-3 inning for San Francisco. Palante gets out of that one pretty easily. Well, things are looking so far so good for St. Louis, folks. Swung on and missed, strike one to Brandon Crawford. Crawford hasn't played all that much, but again, with the litany of injuries, specifically to Nolan Arenado, Crawford is getting a significant amount of play time. Again, he's not used all that often by the Cardinals. Swung and missed, strike two. Willie met Brandon Crawford back in '92. Huh? Interesting. Oh, 2, and he chased another. Strike three, sit down, Crawford. First pitch to Pedro Pajes, strike one. Stares at, strike two. That's fouled off, 0-2. Personally, think the media outlets aren't going to apologize to Trump unless he exposes them. Oh, 2. Fouled off again. I didn't take it. That's hit hard, but foul down the right field line. Missed off the outside corner, 1-2. Two and two. Thank God for that. 2-2, fouled off. Keaton Wayne in trouble. 2-2. It's a grounder to the third base side. Scooped up, fires low, but Flores is able to catch it. Grounder to the second. And that ends the inning. Two innings complete. 3-0 St. Louis. I pray to a lettuce head. Ain't that the truth? Yeah. First pitch to Yastrzemski is a strike. Which it's not. Mike Yastrzemski's father, Mike, also played for the Barons in 1986, but that was the minor league team. Owens over Yoshi, Newman over Kenta. Over Ole, TJ over Taichi. That's fouled off 0-2 for Koji. Change. TJ beats Taichi. Tana beats Oleg. TJ beats Tana. Did he go on that? No, he didn't. 1-2. Chase beats Ishii. Callum beats Kenta. I think Callum moves in and beats Chase. But when he's ready, Chase cheats his way into beating Callum. 1-2 pitch. Ground ball through the hole. Base hit for Yastrzemski to lead off the third for San Francisco. Bob Melvin, his first time as a Giants manager, 3-time manager of the year, once in the National League, twice in the American. Here's Nick Ahmed. Ball 1. Skips to the outside. Low. Skips in the dirt outside. Yeah. 1-0 pitch. And that's fouled off. 1-1. Melvin's second active amongst most active manager wins, 1,553. He would be on pace to reach 1,600 at this rate this season. That's fouled off. 1-2. Swung and missed. Strike 3. Back at the top of the order. Ball 1. Big off attempt. That's a blooper in the shallow center. Base hit. Yastrzemski will stop at second. So it's 2 on, 1 out for San Francisco. Oh, as Brett Wisely lines a single in the center. Here's Ramos. Strike 1. That's popped up. Right field, going deep to the track. It's gone! Tie game! Must have carried enough. Ramos with his 10th homer of the year. We are tied at 3. Yeah, it's either going to be Hillary or Shell. Ball 1 to Bailey. For Ramos, that's his 10th home run, and RBI is 33, 34, and 35. Ball 2. Ground ball. Bat down, throw to first, not in time. Ball 1 to Chapman. Ball 2. And get rid of him by September. Ball 3. And Palante is starting to fall into the trap. I mean, again, this guy is originally a bullpen arm, not a relief, not a starter. Ball 3-0 pitch, gets it over the middle, strike 1. That's popped up, going behind the back, going behind the line, and foul. Going over the right field line and foul. Full count. God, this is going to take longer than I thought it would. So that's where that ball wound up. Here's the payoff. Pop back behind the plate and onto the roof. 3-2. Out. Here's the payoff again. Got him! Strike 3. That's strikeout number 4 for Palante. The Summer of Stars, the Copa America Championship continues. USA against Bolivia this Sunday night. Grounder to first, scooped up by Goldschmidt. He'll step on the bag and end the inning. But a key 3-run homer ties it up for San Francisco. Bottom three on the way. Tie at 3 in Brickwood, in Birmingham. Ow, 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 ow. Yep. Ground fly ball to left field. That's going to be a double for Ciani. Or let me see who hit that. Win, excuse me. There's Reggie Jackson, member of the Birmingham A's in '67. Foul ball to Burleson, strike one. Conforto grounded out. Foul off to the left, 0-1. That's hit to the left. Base hit. Don't expect Wynn to go to third, and he won't. So it's a single. For Burleson. This is a perfect opportunity for Paulie Goldschmidt. I believe Goldschmidt struck out his last at bat. No, he fly out. No, he lined out. Goldschmidt fouls that one off, 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch. Popped up. Going behind the plate. Bailey won't have a play. 0-2. Here's the 0-2 to Goldschmidt. That's hit down the right field line, but it's going to hook foul. But it hooks foul. Swung on and miss. Strike 3. Patriots in control. Reggie Jackson, 93 Hall of Fame inductee, 5-time World Series champ, 73 AL MVP, one of 4 players with 3 homers in a World Series game. The big key one coming in the 77 World Series with the Yankees over the Dodgers. Maybe it was the 78 World Series. I don't remember. Anyway. Ball 1. That's fouled off. 1-1. On the Lars Gorman. When it's set, swung and a miss, strike 2. Gorman got a sac fly back in the first that got the Cardinals that got the scoring started for St. Louis. 1-2 pitch. That's popped up. Hit hard. Left field. Is it playable? Yes, it is. Tag up by Wynn. He'll score, and the Cardinals will retake the lead. It's 4-3. Second sac fly for Gorman, and his 36th RBI of the season. St. Louis goes up 1. Donovan fouls that one back, 0-1. You know, if it wasn't for the 40-minute self-indulgent, overly indulgent in pomp and circumstance show, this game would have been in the 5th inning by now. That's hit to right center field, track wall, off the top of the wall. It's going to be a double. I mean, seriously, they really should count that as a home run if the lowest portion of the wall is what you got to hit over and not the signs. That said, and Wynn is coming off bullpen setup after just 2 1/3 inning. But then again, when you consider his bad ERA, out comes Keaton Wynn, and coming in is we're going to take a timeout for a pitcher change 4-3 Boston in St. Louis with runners on second and third and 2 out. At least this game's been a little more entertaining than the previous handful of ball games I've managed to call this year, with the exception of the Yankee-Astro game at the start of the season. I mean, seriously, with the exception of that game, every other game I've called this year has been bullshit. Mets against Cardinals, Mets against Phillies, Yankees against Dodgers. It'll be Randy Rodriguez coming on to pitch for San Francisco. Tough break for Keaton Winn, but his haphazardous performance of 2 2/3 innings pitched, 5 hits, 4 runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, and a homer coughed up on just 43 pitches, get him in. And making it worse, if Rodriguez gives up any runs, they're going to be charged to hit, especially a 3-run bomb in this situation. 2 of those 3 runs are going to be charged to him. He'll be facing Matt Carpenter when we get back. Inside, ball 1. Swung and missed, strike 1. Did that one get away? And it does. Strike 2, and a wild pitch will score Newbar. 5-3 St. Louis. Swung and missed, strike 3. That ends the inning, but missed strike 3. But St. Louis does get 2, 1 on an RBI, 1 on a sac fly, and 1 on a wild pitch. And they chase Keaton Winn from the mound through 3, 5-3 St. Louis. It's St. Louis 5 and San Francisco 3. To think, I've been out on here for almost an hour and a half, for over an hour and a half, mostly due to this pomp and circumstance leading into this game. I mean, it took until 7:20 just to get to the damn first pitch. swear I'm going to need my back and shoulders and hip worked on. Walter Drapo, Stam UCL. Soler crushes that one, left center, and that's gone. No, it's off the fence, excuse me. And that's going to be a leadoff double for Nick Ahmed. Or Jorge Soler. Excuse me. I thought he got all that one to go over the fence, but nope, it's just a double for Jorge. Here comes Wilmer, who has not been having one of his best years since coming to the San Francisco Giants. Don't believe me? Let me run down. Oh, Matty's here.
What's up, buddy?
Matt. Not much.
I was texting Mike, and he's like, "Did you call in yet?" I'm like, "I didn't get a link." And then, like, I checked my email. I was like, "There it is."
Anyway, top four, nobody out. Jorge Soler with a leadoff double. Here's Wilmer Flores at the plate, and he takes ball one from Palante.
You'll be taking a lot more balls if you know what I'm saying.
Well, to be fair, Wilmer hasn't really done all that well in San Francisco this year.
You know way more about baseball than I do, I promise you. I kind of quit watching a couple of years ago.
Oh.
Although I am seriously thinking about buying one of those Met City Connect hats. I like those hats.
Too. I mean, you should see the uniform schemes for both teams tonight. San Francisco's wearing their old Sea Lion uniforms, and I don't remember the St. Louis Negro League team name.
Oh, I don't either. I hate the Cardinals, though, I can tell you that.
I know. 06 NLCS, ground ball.
I just know a lot of asshole Cardinal fans more than anything. Mike call in yet?
Nope. I thought he said he wasn't coming in until around 9 o'clock. And thankfully, due to the amount of pomp and circumstance, by the time he gets in, we'll only be about halfway through the game.
Gotcha.
I mean, the fact that they had to move the walls in like 15 or so feet on this ballpark in Alabama shows that it's hard to hit homers at this place.
Yeah, it is pretty humid over there.
I mean, when you look at Rickwood Field, it's basically a Negro League equivalent to Fenway based on the modeling and design.
That's cool.
I mean, it has its own version of the pesky pole out in right field. And here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. Oh, no, it's a pinch hitter for Yastrzemski. It is Austin Slater. Interesting. I don't know what Bob Melvin's up to here.
You are a modern-day Bob Uecker.
I would have preferred it than Scully, but Euchre's a good compliment.
Euchre's a good commentator. I'm a fan of his.
Even though we're not fans of the Guardians.
No, but I still like Bob Uecker. After Major League, you can't hate Bob Uecker no matter what.
Strike one. But even you can agree the most lovable of all time is definitely Scully.
I would agree with that, probably. Like I said, it's been a while since I sat down and really watched a whole lot of baseball.
True. 0-1 pitch. Low in the dirt, 1-1. Question is, can the Giants capitalize on that leadoff double by Soler? So far, they haven't.
I also wonder if a huge donkey would rail you good enough to be featured in Mexico. I mean, how huge a donkey are we talking about?
It's basically a troll comment.
I don't even get it.
Basically, they're making fun of my voice.
Oh. What's wrong with your voice?
Or it's just the way I sound.
Oh.
Ball 3.
I think I sound kind of sexy.
And then everyone thinking that I'm dropping the N-bomb when I'm saying the original name name of the league.
That is definitely not an N-bomb, people. That's just a regular ass. That's historical fact. That's what they were called. There's no shame in that game.
It's just that once people in the South started to get more of that twang, it ended up they couldn't pronounce it, and they changed it to that. Ball 4. Satchel Paige.
Never heard of him.
Negro League pitcher.
I know who Satchel Paige is, dude. Well, so I'm going to play some Dead by Daylight with my kiddo tonight. What are you doing after the game?
Probably going to bed or maybe something like that. Swan and miss, strike 1.
Very nice, very nice. I swear to God, dude, the people in my neighborhood need to learn that the speed limit is not speeding. What the fuck are the headphones barking at?
And what's your dog barking about?
I don't know. It's probably the guy who yelled at me to slow down coming over here to start a fight with me.
Oh.
Dude, I swear to God, I was going the speed limit because when I heard him yell slow down, I looked at the fucking dial and I was going the speed limit. I'm like,
Satchel Paige was the first Negro League player to be inducted in the HOF in 71, first to pitch in the World Series in 48, oldest to make his MLB debut in 42, at 42, oldest to play in the majors at 59. Damn. Low tapper, throw to second for 1, over the first. Got him. Double play and the Giants can't capitalize on the Soler double.
All right.
Ahmed chased a pretty bad pitch right there.
I take it you have the Major League ticket?
No, I'm actually watching this on my TV. It's on local channels.
Oh, that's cool.
It's on Fox.
Gotcha. Oh, that's cool. I should do one of these for the final Stanley Cup final on Friday night. Except for it would just be me talking about that Oilers chick.
Funny.
She is very nice. I like her.
But still, will it be the Bobcat or the Panther who lives Lord Stanley's Cup? I mean, you got to figure, the Cup hasn't gone back to the Great White North in over 3 decades.
Hasn't gone to the Rangers in over 3 decades now.
Well, I'm just saying. Oh, Mike's in. Let's bring him in.
Cool.
Hey, Mike.
What's up? How you doing?
Doing good.
Yeah, I watched the beginning part of that game. I saw at least 2 home runs. It was pretty nice, and I definitely like what they did with the field.
That I do too. I mean, when
you said earlier that they had to move the fence in. They also moved home plate back like 10 feet.
Yeah, I mean, imagine 85 feet from the mound to the backstop, and the amount of wild pitches that could get loose on that kind of field. And what's your opinion of the Negro League callback uniforms for both teams?
I don't want to offend any Negro League fans or any black people watching, but they're some of the ugliest uniforms that I've ever seen. Like the San Francisco one ain't bad, but
the
that big
one,
the big bear or whatever it is on it,
the sea lion.
Yeah, it looks like a big blotch on the side of the uniform. So I wish they would, if it would have just said like San Francisco and then had the bear or the sea lion on the helmet. That's cool. And then the St. Louis, I like the uniform, but the hat is just the lettering is just so big.
So you're basally indifferent to both uniforms.
I mean, I'm
sounds like he hates both uniforms.
Yeah, I don't honestly, I don't like either of them. I mean, I'd buy, okay, if I was a fan of San Francisco, I'd buy the hat. If I was a fan of St. Louis, I'd buy the jersey. So,
I mean, you should have seen the Field of Dreams game uniforms for the Cubs and Reds a couple of years back. All one.
Giants took the lead early, though, and Cardinals bounced back.
Cardinals in the lead, then Giants.
Oh, and then Giants came back. Yeah, okay. You're right. I was confused because I didn't know where the field was.
It's in Alabama.
Yeah, and I saw that, and because neither team is anywhere near there.
St. Louis San Francisco makes a switch. Yastrzemski out, Slater in it right. Guess Yastrzemski injured himself.
Guys, I think we need to talk about something a little more important than baseball, which is how are you guys dealing with Justin Timberlake's arrest for DUI? Are you guys okay?
I'm having a hard time.
I didn't sleep much last night.
I'm not really into pop music, to be honest.
Yeah,
there are some I would want to see burn at the stake, like Justin Bieber, Rebecca Black, Miley Cyrus, etc.
Have you seen Rebecca Black lately?
She's ugly as sin, right?
No, she's not.
I don't even know who the hell you're talking about.
She had this like awful song on YouTube like, years ago, but she's a smoke show, dude.
All right, I'll check her out. Hold on, I'll look.
Do not trust me; it's horrible.
No, don't look. The video's dumb as hell, but the fucking. But
no, I'm just gonna look up Rebecca Black.
Huh? Updating. Okay, let me know it's done.
2-2, payoff pitch, and it's low ball 4.
Mets, I know you're used to dating supermodels, but I think you need to give Rebecca Black another look.
I don't date supermodels.
I do, and I wrap my rascal 2 times because I like it to be joyless and without sensation. That's my way of punishing supermodels.
You're sick.
I don't know. It's okay.
You invited me here. You did this to yourself.
in some pictures, she looks a little weird, but in some pictures, she looks hot.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But that's like life in general, dude. Like anybody can look pretty fucking amazing. Like if you look at some of those videos where like the chick with no teeth throws in some dentures and does her makeup and goes from being like a 0.5 to a 9.5, you're like, whoa.
What do you guys think of all the cultural appropriation going on in this game? All the white people putting on black uniforms. That's insulting, isn't it? I've been told.
I never thought about that, which is part of my privilege.
Yeah, well, they absolutely, and
we're going to hell already.
Hey, look, I know my kid can't go out on Halloween dressed as like Moana or Tiana because that's you can't dress up your white kids as a black thing. I don't know, it just seems offensive.
Well, your kids are young enough that they can still be cute. Like you should dress them up as that trans shooter from the school.
Wasn't Moana Samoan, like technically?
Yeah. But it's not white.
But she's not black either.
No, correct. But if any white person, as far as I'm to know, as far as I've learned, dresses up as anything not their race. So if I was to dress up in a headdress and wear like, an Indian garb, that would be cultural appropriation.
And that sucked last year for you because you worked really hard on that George Floyd costume.
I know. I did.
We were going to get Mets canceled so bad.
No.
Let's drop that. Takeoff attempted first, no go. Siani at the plate.
How early did you go on before the game started, Mets?
About 30 minutes.
Okay, because I was going to say it's the bottom of the 4th, and it says you've been on almost 2 hours.
Well, I don't use StreamYard all that much outside my wrestling prognostication shows and whatever games intrigue me to call. So I space it out pretty fairly.
I will definitely say that field is cool. Like the way they kept the old lights up and everything.
Yep.
Tell you what's cool are those mini helmets I sent you a picture of.
Those are cool.
Those are customs.
Still doesn't hold a candle to the Field of Dreams ambiance.
Oh, I do like those. I do like those Field of Dream games.
I hate Field of Dreams.
Oh, come on.
Blasphemy. How could you hate one of the best baseball films?
Here's the problem I have. Americans, and I'm an American, so I'm not disparaging Americans, but have this weird obsession with baseball like it's the fucking fountain of youth, be all end all, learn everything. Dude, Field of Dreams is lame as shit, okay? Sorry. So's The Sandlot. Now, you want a good baseball movie? Give me Major League.
That's good, too. You've just named 3 good baseball movies.
No, I'm 1 for 3.
No.
What about Major League 2?
No,
I like that.
I didn't hate it, but let's not Major League 1 was so good that I really can't get into the sequels.
Major League 2 just suffered because it was like a PG movie.
And that's what they do with all the great franchises. Like, look at Friday. The first Friday is fantastic. And then they had to dumb it down for PG-13, and the whole franchise went down.
I thought Friday the 13th were all R-raters.
Friday, not Friday.
Oh, Friday.
I forgot, Mets. You're not urban like myself.
He's very urban. He's watching the Negro League game.
Yes.
He's appropriating it.
Are we culturally appropriating right now, the 3 of us?
By association. I don't even have the game on. But I am watching 2 crackers bullshit about baseball.
I was watching it in the other room, but I checked to see if I could get it in here, and I couldn't. unfortunately.
Anyway, ball got away. You were.
How many people are watching right now? Is it just the three of us?
I think there's like 300, right?
No, it's just 3. Including us, there's only 3 other people.
Well, what's up to all you people? Make sure you hit that like button.
Like and subscribe.
Matter of fact,
we might get invited back.
Hold on, I'm going to make sure I hit the like button just to make sure, because guys, you hit that like button, more people see that Mets is live right now.
And there might be a donkey.
Yeah, that comes up sometimes on Mets streams.
I want the donkey. You know, Mets, you should just embrace the donkey and make it like a mascot.
Make off a 10.
Oh, God. Yes. Really?
For too big of a lead, Rodriguez ran back and picked him off to end the inning. We go to the 5th, still 5-3 in favor of St. Louis.
Mets needs to get a small TV behind him like me, so you can at least kind of see what's going on a little bit.
Oh, he doesn't need a TV. The way he's calling this game, it's like I'm there.
No, I know. I agree with that. He's on top of it, but
plus it gives me more of that pseudo-professional commentator ambiance because I'm basically watching the game from a distance.
How far away is the TV from you?
About 10, 15 feet.
I hope that's a big
that song
TV.
From a distance.
About 55-incher.
Okay, that's good. That's good. I actually went on during this game while I was watching it. I actually went on a deep dive on the internet there on the Negro Leagues and I was looking at other uniforms and other teams, stuff like that. Did you see that 99-year-old Negro League guy who
Bill Greason? Yeah.
He had some good when they went to interview him. I was like, how are they going to conduct an interview with a 99-year-old guy? Like he was sharp. He remembered everything. I was really impressed.
I think I hurt Bobby's feelings.
You hurt Bobby Midnight's feelings?
Yeah, I think I did.
Well, Mets hates Bobby.
He was all wound up about Willie Mays, and I think he expected me to like sing Kumbaya and pour some 40 out for him or something. And I was like, guy's an asshole to everybody that I've ever heard who met him. So, like, I mean, I don't want him dead, but I'm not going to be like, oh, what a shame. Like, when Mr. Rogers died, that was a bigger deal to me.
Well, because he was nice to everybody.
I know. I mean, I wish I could be nice to, like,
and they had 2 biofilms made out of them. They made 2 biopics out of them, right?
Well, I know about the Tom Hanks one.
There was one.
Tom Hanks plays the same role, has played the same fucking role since basically Joe versus the Volcano. As soon as Joe versus the Volcano was over, or actually Forrest Gump was a little different, but every role since has been, I'm this swell guy in a really tough predicament. We're barely going to get out of this. We're going to learn about it. We're going to bring that kid home to his mom. We're going to get off this space station. We're going to find that beach ball and get a raft. It's like, dude, do a little versatility, man.
By the way, also another thing that I noticed during this game is they had a
the Polo Grounds catch by Mays.
They had a commercial with that girl who, like, some people think she's hot and some people think she's ugly for Capital One, I believe it was, and
Jennifer
it was
Garner?
like, yeah. How did you know that?
Oh, the black and white route with
Capital. She's been doing Capital One commercials for a billion years.
Okay.
And I don't know anybody who doesn't think she's attractive.
Well,
I can't believe they're giving us the old 50s, 60s black and white TV setup for the 5th.
What? Oh, I kind of want to see that. What are they changing the whole screen? Like the whole screen is like black and white?
Yeah, and they're doing like a TV broadcast from the 50s right now.
Damn. How do I'm going to have to see that somehow. I'm going to have to go back and check that out.
Right one.
So she was doing a commercial for Capital One, and she was dressed as the Rockford Peaches with a bunch of Rockford Peaches and a dugout.
Really?
Yeah, well, but it was completely historically inaccurate. They had like an Asian peach, two black peaches. It was just ridiculous. It's like, even in something that they're trying to harken back to the history of something, they have to make it diverse, which makes no sense because it didn't exist back then. By the way,
that's something in ball 4.
I finally watched the television series A League of Their Own. I have strong feelings about it.
Really?
Yeah,
Negative feelings compared.
I think I'm gonna do a pop-up stream on it. I'm not sure, but I may just talk about it on the next show. I don't know. But my little preview to my thoughts is it's basically a lesbian romance novel.
The movie was better, right?
Oh, the movie's great. See, that's
Yeah,
what
movie's a lot of fun.
here's the thing. I like the movie because I can show it to my girls and say, hey, look at what these women did. Like, this is really friggin' awesome.
There's no crying in baseball.
Well, they copied all those lines throughout the 9 or 10 episodes of this show. But basically, it literally had each episode's 45 minutes long around. I'd say there's about 4 minutes of baseball, and then the rest of the time it's all just a bunch of lesbians, just all over the place. And then
pandering bitch slap to
they have drag queens, they have trans people in it, they have gay clubs in it.
What?
It's bizarre. It's basically like an entire commercial for lesbianism and gayness.
Well, as someone who has watched quite a bit of lesbian cinema in my time.
No, but this isn't the good kind.
Oh.
Yeah, this isn't the good kind. But I watched it because I figured, okay, I heard it had a lot of that like virtue signaling crap in it. But I was like, I can do what I do at horror movies. I'll watch it. And then like if there's a scene here or there that's a little like I don't want my daughters to see, I'll just fast forward through it. You can't. You literally can't.
You just fast forward through the whole show.
Yeah, it's the entire series. The entire series.
Fuck. Anyway, 1-2 to Ramos. That's fouled off to the backstop. I mean, seriously, I can't believe they're actually doing this like a 1950s film reel with this inning.
Hold on, let me listen to see if my wife is still watching the game. Hold on.
Ball 2.
No, she has something else on.
What is she watching?
I don't know. She's probably watching. She either watches lately. She's been watching documentaries on the Titanic and or Hot Ones.
Well, if you need a place to stay,
mostly when I'm not watching sports, I'm binge watching OG Iron Chef episodes. Ground ball to shorts, 4, 6, 4, 3, double play.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with Hot Ones. Is pretty good.
Watching people eat hot food is not that interesting.
See, I kind of like because celebrities are celebrities. Like, I don't find it interesting when it's like somebody who does that, who has a food channel who does hot stuff. But when it's celebrities who are just coming in, watching them get to like the 7th one and realizing they're in big trouble, I enjoy that.
Maybe I don't know. I eat spicy food like it's like I love spicy.
Here comes Bailey, the only giant with multiple hits in this game. Strike 1. I mean, I don't mind Hot Ones. I mean, heck, you can watch them for free on a streaming app called Filmrise.
Yeah, and they're also, I think they're available on Amazon Prime. And then I also don't mind the Titanic documentaries. I love the historic stuff of the Titanic, but the problem is, like my wife said the other day, she says you watch a few of them and you're kind of done with the information. It's not like new information has come out,
I mean, and besides, just watching the movie Titanic Unknown would give you enough, even if it is heavily embellished.
Oh, that movie! The only thing I like about that movie is like how James Cameron did the set. Other than that, that movie's trash. Except I do feel bad for Billy Zane. I mean, that poor guy. He was the hero of that tale.
Overshadowed by Leo.
Speaking of old movies where you realize how wrong you were when you first watch it, I think the big one is Coming to America for me. Because when we watched that as kids, we're like, man, Eddie Murphy's so noble, blah, blah, blah. Now I'm like 46 years old. I'm like, man, he should have listened to Simi and just got the chick who not argue with him and do whatever he wanted. Like, what's his fucking problem? This guy would have been so happy.
Well, have you recently? Was it Trading Places?
Love Trading Places. Watched that not too long ago.
Me too. And I forgot how dicey it got.
There's a couple. There's one scene where I paused that motherfucker for 3.5 minutes. Maybe even
for me, that movie is basically The Crucible.
The Crucible.
you basically see the darker aspects of of Puritan life, and you're like, good grief, how gullible are these people? And then you find out years later it's basically Arthur Miller's allegory of the Red Scare era.
I would compare Delirious and Raw to a modern day Ethan Frome as well.
Mets, where do you promote your show?
Hold on, hard right field, deep track ball, but it's caught.
Oh, you've given a few calls tonight, Mets, where I thought it was gone, and then you're like, it is gone. Oh no, off the wall.
He gets excited.
And that's it for the black and white thing in the 4th inning. Switch back to color. Oh, let me fix that. Sorry.
Oh, it'd be cool if we could do that. If we could make the whole screen black and white and like a little shaky and gritty.
I wonder if I can do that.
In honor
doesn't
of...
look like that. Mine does.
No, it looks pretty good.
I blame the alcohol, but
I haven't
definitely
started
shaky.
yet. I haven't started that yet.
9 o'clock, man. What are you doing with your life?
I know. I'm running late.
I actually just poured myself one, but I haven't even had my first drink.
There's a sip in here from the other night.
Dude, when
So
I was a
gross.
kid, I found a can of Sprite or something on my windowsill from when I had friends over a week earlier, and I was like, oh, whatever, free soda. And I drank it, and it was full of dead ants. It was the fucking, I will never forget that ever, ever, ever in my life. I was like, whoa!
So, Mets, where do you promote your show?
The Midnight Light Show.
I promote it here on YouTube mostly when I can, but not
Well,
much.
because I was looking at your chat, and you had a few people here in the beginning, and then you told one of them to get lost immediately.
It was mostly due to the fact they were mocking me, saying I was just basically racist pig or that sort of thing, or saying I sound like an ass.
You got to lean into that.
I didn't see anything about you being racist on here.
Well, it's just that those people, to me, those people come off like trolls, in my opinion. I mean, there was one guy called Digital Dystopia, PP Poo Poo, and then a guy named John Fucks I had to kick out.
Hey, my uncle's middle name is PP Poo Poo.
I see John Fox.
Why am I not? All I see in the comments. Oh, hold on. Let me go look at the other thing.
Some of these names are hilarious. Yeah, there is a PP Poo Poo from earlier.
That's cool. Oh, there it is.
Wrigley Field opened in 1914, Fenway Park 2 years earlier. And then 2 years back, Rickwood Field.
I had to scroll up for that. That's good shit.
I actually went and you could see it on my Goat Gazette channel last season, the last series of the year when the Goats went up to Portland, Maine. They had their Field of Dreams game, and they were all in throwback uniforms.
I win 0-1.
Why am I the only one who decided to go baseball attire for this baseball stream?
Because I don't have a baseball uniform on hand, and all I got are Mets caps.
Kind of
You're
a
a Mets
player.
But it doesn't fit with the teams playing tonight.
Neither does mine. I'm wearing I'm wearing my Hartford Yard Goats away with my Hartford Yard Goats.
Hey, I didn't even know I was going to get a link until we were halfway through the stream. So I'm like Kanye, all right?
I don't think I've ever seen you wear a Mets hat.
Me? Probably not.
You're embarrassed.
I am shamed. That team sucks ass and embarrasses me every year.
Popped
The
up.
only baseball team I like now is the Yard Goats.
They are like 2 games away from making the playoffs in the first half. For the first half,
Fucking awesome.
it'll be the first time in the history of the Goats.
1910, Rick Field was open. William Taft was president, first to throw the first pitch. The Wonderful Wizard of Oz was released. Movie tickets were only 7 cents. Number 1 song,
Nice.
Let Me Call You Sweetheart by the Peerless Quartet.
I was only 3
percent
then.
of homes had a bathtub in them.
Hold on. What was the name of the number 1 song?
Let Me Call You Sweetheart by the Peerless Quartet.
I like their Unplugged album on MTV that they did in '92.
Hold on.
I saw him at the Veterans Stadium in '88.
Did that one hit him?
Yeah, they opened for
They did
Dawkins,
hit
didn't
him.
they?
Dokken or Zebra? I forget which one.
Oh, shit, dude. I haven't thought about Zebra in a long time.
Did that ball hit Burleson? Yes, it did hit him in the foot, so he gets first base.
Son of a bitch. I'm not really sure why you wanted us on your show, Matt. It's all we do. I've done is derail your commentary.
Yeah.
Eh.
I mean,
He's like Bobby. Who the hell cares? Nobody's watching this anyway.
Well, he gets views on the replays.
I'm sure he gets plenty of views. I'm not looking at the live YouTube feed, so I can't tell.
strike one or ball one. Or
I am dreaming, dear, of you.
That, by the way, it was the #1 song in 1911. That was a banger.
That was the first song my wife and I kissed in the rain to.
Yeah, hell yeah.
1-0 in the dirt, 2-0 from Rodriguez to Goldschmidt.
How many views could this possibly have? Hold on.
The one that you just pulled up?
Wow. 205,000 or 205,000 people pulled up Henry Burr and the Peerless Quartet. Let me call you.
Ground ball, base hit in the right. That's going to move the runner up. Move Burles in the second, and it'll stop there.
So how many are on?
And Darwin left.
Is there a ghost runner?
Not till extra innings.
2 men on, 1 man out. That's not until extra innings.
I was just talking about how when we were kids, we used to have ghost runners.
That's bullshit. Even as kids.
Well, you didn't have enough kids to field
for a
a
ball
team.
game.
If you didn't have enough kids to field a team, like you could be like,
You don't
all
need
right,
enough to field a team. You need 4 people because there's a batter and then bases loaded. By that point,
Up behind the backstep, foul.
Must have been nice to be in the fucking Sandlot. Some of us didn't have that many friends. All right, you had a fucking, you had a lawn chair for fucking your catcher. You fucking had
that's
ghost
fair.
runners.
You
'cause
can have a lawn chair.
You'd
as a
have 2
kid.
guys each. You'd have a pitcher and a fielder and 2 hitters. And if you had to throw a ghost runner out there, you threw a ghost runner out there.
Yeah, you just didn't have friends.
No, I still don't.
And again, to think they made
I don't want them.
they made
You don't know
direct,
me.
to think they made direct-to-video sequels of The Sandlot.
Oh, that's terrible. I don't agree with that. Matt, you have the StreamYard link under us and not the score. Now, hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Midnight Mike
Welcome
Show.
to the Midnight Mike Show. We've invaded each other territory. We've decided it's manifest.
You're taking
destiny
over
time.
like the NWO right
It's
now.
about time. Watch it, dude. You know, what'd be really funny is if the views just shot through the fucking roof.
Sorry about that.
Act normal. Act normal.
That's all right, man. We're always prepared.
Everything's cool. We didn't do anything while you were gone.
Mule Suttles. Never heard of him.
Did they do the black and white? Are they still doing it through the whole 5th?
No, they switch it to color for this inning.
Okay, so it was just for the top of the 5th.
Yeah, Swan missed strike 3. Gorman goes down swinging. Brendan Donovan up next.
Do you have a scorecard in front of you? Like, are you taking score like you would at a ball game?
No, I'm using the pitch Gamecast on my MLB app.
Oh, okay. Do either of you guys do that when you go to games? Do you still do the old little golf pencil with the scorecard and actually take?
No.
Mets looks like Mets is going to get his. He's going to be. He does do that.
Show you what's up.
Did do that.
I'll be right back.
These are the only 2 I've got left.
Oh, Harold.
Oh, nice.
Last Subway Series game at Shea, and a random game at Gray American in 13 that I went to with my dad.
Oh, that's cool. How's Gilbert doing?
Twinsies.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Nice. The
I've
Hartford
been rocking
Yard
my hat, and people are like, "Dude, what's that?" And I'm like, "It's a yard goat, dude. It's a
Like
Rockies
one, he's
farm
out,
team."
and Taylor Rogers is Randy Rodriguez is coming out, and Taylor Rogers is coming in. So a pitcher change for San Francisco.
Any relation to Taylor Swift?
No.
Mets. I'm gonna try to make you a graphic to put up in the top corner of your screen.
Make it a donkey.
With the Mets logo, and it says 2128.
A donkey with a Mets hat on sideways, that'd be gangster, dude. With a 2128 brand on it.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
See, I'm the creative force around this motherfucker. It's that Russian blood in me. I
Going
know
to
the Polacks invented vodka.
No, it's still in the bottom of the 5th. There's a pitcher change.
Oh. Jeez, I feel like I gotta help you out here, Mets. Hold on one second. Let's see what I can do.
He's just gonna put a picture of his wiener up. You know it's gonna happen.
I'm not gonna do that.
I would.
There we go. We're in the middle of a pitching change, folks. I probably should have thrown this up in the middle of the 7th.
All right.
I mean, last time I did the Field of Dreams game with my partner
Wait, why?
My partner,
Why can I not hear you guys all? Oh wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I lost.
He basically cracked up at me trying to mimic Harry Carey's 7th inning stretch from that game in 22.
Why isn't the moon made of cheese?
Doesn't everyone know the moon's made of cheese?
This shit was so fucking funny, and I hate the Cubs.
Don't forget the crackers, Gromit.
Well, that's the thing. Like Harry Carey was funny in himself, but
Will Ferrell was even funnier.
Oh, that was early Will Ferrell, man, and he knocked it out of the park.
Those are when you start to realize you're like, I don't know who this Will Ferrell guy is, but he's gonna be special. Speaking of best favorite Will Ferrell movie, what does everybody got?
That's tough. Old school's great.
Yeah, it's a hard call.
Talladega Nights.
I got to go with Step Brothers, but I love all of his movies. Like, it's not like one is.
Night at the Roxbury.
That might be my least favorite.
Oh, okay. That's great.
Still good. Don't get me wrong.
It's the one where he's angry Anchorman or whatever it is.
Anchorman.
Oh, I like Anchorman.
Line the center, base hit. Will this
nice.
run? Yes, it will. There will be no throw to the plate. 6-3 St. Louis. What's the closest third?
I just realized we're both wearing Yard Goats hats and have both been total assholes on here. You're going to get excommunicated from the Yard Goats if they see this.
Me?
Yeah.
I stopped. I kind of stopped covering the Yard Goats.
Oh, really? Why? What happened with that?
Because I just didn't feel like I was getting the respect that I deserve. I was doing free work for them, basically. I was getting more views than their actual YouTube page. And I went to Media Day this year for 2024, and they didn't have my press pass sitting there waiting for me, but they had a bunch of other people's. And I mean, I'm still
signed. Hunt it down?
No, I didn't even go back and get it. I just was like, fuck you guys. And I probably will do some stuff for the Yard Goats this year, but it's not gonna. I mean, if I don't get like, they don't even retweet me. Really? And it's like you could when I put out a 15-minute video with highlights and all this other shit, or I travel to games away and I cover the games and I'm
out of your own pocket or less.
Yeah, give me a retweet.
I mean, it probably would have been the same thing in my case with my minor league affiliate. No matter which one I would have gone, single A, it would have been the Cannonballers, triple A, the Knights.
Well, that's the thing. I know the owner of the team. I know the owner of the team. I know the media director. I know basically the two guys who are the voices of the Hartford Yard Goats. We follow each other. I talk to them personally every time I go to the stadium, and they couldn't have my media pass there. Like, I'm sorry that bothered me, and the fact that they don't retweet me and shit like that pissed me off. And I was like, all right, well, I'm going to cut back on that work and concentrate more on the Midnight Mike show.
At 2006, the Cannonballers actually gypped me of a job as their scorekeeper.
Probably scared you were going to fucking open fire on everybody.
No, it's because I'm autistic, and they basically said we don't want that kind of individual in here.
Well, that's fair.
That's not fair.
Well, I don't know what to say. I want to say something funny.
I also don't think that it happened the way Mets just described it.
Oh, it kind of did. They said they were willing to give me a shot, but they never called in and came through for me. Ground ball, scooped up, throw to first, got him. And now the 5th inning's over. The Cardinals get one more run add to their tally. 5 innings complete at the tribute to the Negro Leagues. 6-3 St. Louis.
We need to get some black people in here.
I think I know just the one to help out.
Wow, really?
This just got so weird.
Granted, he's just a 15-year-old. He's a 15, 16-year-old.
Oh, that's a good idea. Involve minors in this fuckery.
It's a male.
I don't care.
I was hoping
to get off the thing and
16-year-old female in here.
Yeah, he's gonna get off and go to his parents and be like, "Yo, this guy on this stream was talking about like some really what's a felcher?" And his parents be like, "Well, all right, we have to go to North Carolina and murder someone."
Game going into the top of the 6th here. At what field?
Rickwood.
Ridgewood?
Rickwood.
Rickwood.
That's right, baseball fans. Right now, it's Giants 3, Cardinals on top by 3 runs, 6-3 Cardinals. Top of the 6th. Mike and Maddie completely taking this show off the rails. Nobody's happy about this, particularly Mets, who thinks probably it was hubris that led him to this demise.
Mets is rethinking, asking us to come on.
He's like, how do I unsend the fucking link?
Mets, at any point, if you want us to go, we'll go.
I'm going to go when
I
our
want
kid's
you
done
guys to
updating.
stay for the heck of it.
Yeah.
No, I'll stay a little while longer.
It's only going to get worse. I started drinking, so.
Especially since I now have my soundboard ready.
Oh, I know. So we need to get Mike liquored up, and you meant to be like, it's a home run. And he'd be like, Jets.
No, I wouldn't throw it. I don't need to put Jets chances.
Stand
That
up
would have
for
been fucking
cancer.
hilarious.
Stand up against cancer.
Guys, it's not stand up to cancer is not funny. Stop laughing. Yeah, we Mets,
Dre a day.
Matt, you definitely need to rock like a hat, like a baseball cap or something when you're watching a baseball. It's like part of Americana, like
you know
Maddie
what we
said.
need to do? If we're gonna be like good people and Jets content creators and stuff, we need to break into Bobby's house and clean his fucking room.
Oh, I think he's clean.
No, I don't say he's not clean, but it's cluttered as fuck. Like my room looks like Baghdad, but Bobby's looks like Hiroshima. He's got like a lawn chair and a broom that hasn't moved since he started his stream. Like we got to help our boy.
Oh, Mets pulled away his
bib?
okay. I thought those were pull away pants, like the
That's what I
Adidas
thought,
pull away pants.
What are you, like the Safari Punisher?
No, straw hats.
What's that mean?
You ever read One Piece?
No, I'm a practicing heterosexual.
The comic book,
No, it's not. It's gay anime nonsense.
Well, isn't it? Well, does anime put out comic books, or do they just put out like
well,
cartoons?
most anime are based off manga.
Which are
And
cartoons?
usually it's like some
For
chick
the
with
comic.
giant boobs, giant eyes, and a mini skirt who looks like she's 12.
That's awesome.
Creepy pedo nonsense.
Oh man, that's where it's at. That's you gotta love the manga stuff.
No, you don't.
Or no, what is it? What is it when it's porn? Oh, I used to know it for
Bukkake?
no, it was when you put it in the search. It would always started with an H.
Hentai.
Yes,
There it
I
is.
knew you knew it. There you
Max
go.
was like, hold on, I can send you some things.
That particular branch of the
Here, I have a file for beginners. Just a moment.
Oh, I'm getting messages from Mets now with hentai in it. Hold on. Nice.
He's like, that chick has the biggest dick I've ever seen.
It's not real. It's drawn. It's still art though. Damn, I wish I could watch this. I got to figure out, because the thing is that I have some things available for the screen behind me, but one thing I don't have hooked up is YouTube TV, and if I had that hooked up on my computer, I could have the game behind me. And even if we were to do Jets games, I could have it behind me, because I think my screens, I purposely put a small screen here so I could kind of pull that off.
I'm so ready for football
Jose
season.
Firmino
God, I
will
hate
be in the
baseball.
game for St. Louis as their DH. Palante will get to work with his 6th inning of pitching. He'll face Matt Chapman, Michael Conforto, and Jorge Soler. Maybe I should have gotten my other cap. Be right back.
Our boy Sean is fucking blasting fucking wrestling news tonight. That makes no sense to me.
So many people want to suck Tom Brady's dick, and a couple of them are women.
Yeah, Mets or Batty.
Oh, look, not my fault. I just said what we're all thinking. I said the quiet part out loud in a very effeminate voice.
I forgot. See, the thing is, I thought when he walked away,
You couldn't
he
hear
would
it.
have had to take off headphones, but he
Yeah,
doesn't
but
wear
he's doing it through
headphones.
speakers. We
Yeah,
can't
so
get
he
rid of
could
it.
hear everything.
We'd have to get up pretty early in the morning and get one over on Mets over
This
here.
is way too small for me now.
Is that a Colorado Rockies hat?
No, that's a
No,
Mets
it's a
hat.
black Met.
Oh, I was going to say that would fit the
What size hat do you wear, Mets?
Normally a 7 5/8 to 7 3/4. This is
Hey, I'm a 7 5/8.
You fucking eggheads.
Yeah, do I have a big head?
I'm a 7.5. I shouldn't be talking any shit. I'm one size smaller.
Away, strike one to Chapman.
I'm gonna rock this hat more. It looks good.
Galante pitching.
The only other hat I have is for one of my minor league teams.
So do you wear 7 3/8 or 7 5/8?
5/8. Into the
Okay.
corner, base, going up the gap to the wall for a base hit. Chapman going to break for 2, slide to second. He is safe.
Nice.
Thank God. Just makes 7 cents.
But the Mets, do you wear fitted hats, or do you wear the like the ones you keep bringing out? Don't seem like fitted hats.
Well, that Mets
It
one,
is
though.
fitted.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
What
You
happened?
know,
Did you sit on it?
No, in the case of one of them, I think my dogs got to it, or I just stretched it so hard to press it down over my
Those are
forehead
those. That's one of the old school ones. I have one of those, and those ones, if you just sweat in them long enough, they just start to shrink. That's why they switched to this, like the black fabric and all this, is because of the white stuff. Show the inside of that hat, Mets. Like, see how it's not black like that? This is the old, like, this stuff. Those would eventually start to shrink on your head.
How long ago was that?
This one I think I've had since 05.
No, like when they switched to the black on the inside.
It's been a while. It's probably been, I would say, at least 2000,
the early 2010s.
maybe 9, because the City Field Mets hat when they moved to City Field was one of those. That's 09, so like probably 07, 08 maybe. But yeah, that was the gripe, was players were like, dude, I have to change hats and it's bad luck and blah blah blah, because they're out there wearing the same hat every day. Well, you're actually standing out in the sun for fucking 3.5 hours a day. They start to shrink pretty quick.
And not to mention, it also shrink in the wash. One of my first black Met hats that I had when I was like 12 or 13, I was fitted. My dog at the time got a hold on it and she chewed the corner.
Well, that just makes it look tough.
I've had dogs my whole life, and if they would have touched my hats, that would have been the end of it.
My dog got a hold of one of my hats.
Yeah, that'd get me go.
I was pretty upset, but she was just a puppy, and I couldn't be mad at her.
Mets is mess with hats. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab a bunch of hats and start switching them out.
3 and 1.
Grab a drink too.
Actually, it's a bad idea to drink after 8 o'clock.
Some of us are professionals, Mets. We drink.
No, I mean any kind of liquid, not just liquor. 3-1
dude, it's 95 degrees in Denver. I need a cool glass of water probably right before bed, because I'll probably be sweating myself stupid.
I dare to be stupid.
I too am a fan of Weird Al's works. You thought that reference was getting past me, big man? Nah, baby. Got those tapes as a child.
I think my brother had a Weird Al album based around his 94 to 96 album.
My brother's actually seen him live like 5 or 6 times.
Payoff pitch to Conforto, and he strikes out swinging. Scooter, do me a favor and get out of San Francisco sooner rather than later.
This is the first switch.
Going gay. I like it. It is that month.
Yep. Happy Pride Month, Mets.
Happy Pride Month, everybody. Yankees.
Happy Juneteenth, everybody.
Go Mets.
That was yesterday.
Well, I celebrated all week. So,
I mean, we celebrate BLM all year. Why not?
Yeah, absolutely. All right, which hat should I move to? Let's go to the standard Hartford Yard Goats hat.
Seeing him without his hat is so weird. He looks like he's gonna rob you on the docks.
Sure. Jorge Soler takes ball 1.
Yeah, dude. Without your hat, your hair, you look like one of Bluto's henchmen from Popeye.
It's because my hair's smashed down.
It's smashed down, but then it kind of like pops out, and I'm like, yeah, that guy, totally a criminal.
It'd be the same thing when this.
That dude has a DOC number and a tattoo on his neck somewhere that we just can't.
Right
see.
one. It'd be the same thing with my hair when it gets fully out.
Yeah, your hair is pretty tame. Mike's is fucking like poison ivy made a plant grow.
No, I need a haircut too. So it's like, what are you gonna do?
I don't have that problem.
No, you don't. Which once again I still don't understand, because you have a good hairline. It seems.
Dude, it's too hot. Like in the winter, I'll probably let it grow out. But dude, it's 95 degrees here every day lately. Like it's brutal.
Yeah, it's getting pretty brutal in my area too.
Did you see that England's bitching about their heat wave of 26 degrees Celsius?
I
And
don't know what does that equal out to in Fahrenheit.
78
Roughly around
fucking
79
degrees.
or
Everybody's like, all right, Brits, you need to stop being pussies.
all three.
You'll eat food called spotted dick. You can't deal with almost 80 degrees for 2 days. Fuck out of here.
All right, let's see here. Let's
I do
go
like
to.
that Yargos hat.
Well, I got another alternate about to come out.
They have some wild ass alternates, man. My homeboy sends me pictures.
And it's outside ball 4.
I like this one because it has the Yankee Uncle Sam hat going on.
That's kind of cool.
This one actually goes better with my alternate eggshell white home jersey. Just celebrating the love of baseball tonight, folks.
That's for sure. Here comes Wilmer Flores, who's 0 for 2 tonight. I mean, let's face it, Matty. Wilmer has really fallen off a cliff joining San Francisco after leaving the Mets.
You're not wrong on that. Hang on a second.
And it looks like Palante is about to come out of the game. And he is. After 5 1/3, Palante's out. 95 pitches, 5 strikeouts, 3 runs coughed up, 3 walks, 7 hits, 1 homer given up. He's still in line for the win, and he has a comfy position of it.
I actually have one more. I have one more alternate.
All right, I'll wait out the last hat, but then I'm gonna have to go.
All right.
It's gonna put some gay Devils crap on. Mark my words. Oh no, I like that one too. I dig that one. I think minor league teams have some of the coolest fucking logos, dude.
Well, I do have
You know
one.
what? I honestly, I don't love this hat. I much prefer the one you were wearing.
I like the one I got better, but I do like that one just because it's just, I don't know, it's so goofy. I like it. It's one of those, like, that's a hat I'd wear backwards.
Yeah, because it has the different colors around.
Yeah, it's got a cool look. You can wear it backwards. Like if you're playing catcher, that'd be a fucking hat to wear.
Oh no, I thought so. It's like
This one's way too small on me now, but here's one of the minor league teams that are in my area.
Is that the? Who is that?
The Intimidators, or as they now prefer to be called, the Kannapolis Cannonballers. They changed the logo and were supposed to debut in 2020, but someone released COVID, and we all know what happened. They never debuted.
Oh yeah, they were going to change their name to the Date Rapers, weren't they?
Cannonballers.
Oh my bad.
Basically,
all right.
You've seen the
best name for a team.
I'm so going to hell, dude. The Roofies. All right, boys, I got to go. I'm going to play some video games with my daughter. Mets, thanks for having me on your show. I hope I didn't get you canceled.
Yeah.
And Mike, I will see you day after tomorrow.
Absolutely, we will.
Racism.
We will be seeing each other Saturday night, 9 p.m.
For
Eastern Standard Time.
Mets, I'm sure we'll see you that night too.
Sure, we will too.
All right, kids. Thanks for having me on, Mets.
Later, Matty. Anyway, if you wanted to know what the Cannonballer logo is like, it's basically a guy with a baseball head. It's like a stunt double, but he has the mustache and face of Dale Earnhardt.
Oh, interesting. I actually want. What is the what Cannonballers?
Kannapolis Cannonballers.
Is that with a K or a C?
K.
I'll check that out.
I can just post it. That's hit to center. Dive. Have to play on a hop. Run coming home. 6-4. St. Louis.
Is that run's going to be oh yeah, that's gonna be okay. That's pretty funny. That's a pretty funny logo. It looks like Mr. Met decided to be an astronaut.
Oh, it's supposed to be an Evel Knievel joke. Yeah,
okay.
You see the attire?
Yeah, definitely got an Evel Knievel going to jump the fountains in Las Vegas. Yeah, no, that's a cool logo. Yeah, minor league teams definitely have really cool logos.
Mm-hmm.
Like even I was my
I mean, originally that wasn't even and what the team originally started at. They originally, before they were the Cannonballers and before they were the Intimidators, they were the Piedmont Bull Weevils.
Bull Weevils. They'll come up with anything for minor league teams, but I'm going to Tennessee this summer for a vacation, and I actually have my mom's cousin lives out there, and he lives close to the Chattanooga Lookouts, and I think that's a cool logo. It's just like a C with two big eyes in it. It's just a cool logo.
Who are they a farm team of?
I think the Cincinnati Reds, but I'm guessing. I'm completely guessing on that one.
Let's see. They are the Reds. The Cannonballers are the White Sox. Just a heads up. 2-1.
Oh, the Birmingham Barons are White Sox too.
Mm-hmm.
I remember
Actually,
seeing that.
A good chunk of the minor league teams here are White Sox affiliates. The Charlotte Knights, the Cannonballers. I think there's a Winston-Salem team that's a White Sox affiliate.
I wonder why. I wonder why all the Chicago teams are hanging out there in the Carolinas.
I mean, there's also the Myrtle Beach Pelicans that are part of the Cubs farm system.
All right, hold on, one more.
An old Florida Marlins cap.
Hell yeah! When this cat hat came out, I was such a big fan of the Marlins, like just because of the logo. Because I'm a Yankee fan, but I have grandparents. I went down to Florida every year, and I mean that hat screams Florida.
Too bad the times they won the title with those caps, they blew up the system because of how their owner was a damn cheapskate. Payoff pitch, that's driven to right center. It's gonna be played on a hop, thrown back in, and the bags are loaded for San Francisco.
Wow. And how many guys on base are being charged to Palante?
I think that
They run that scored, and then what? One more.
Let's see.
There were two men on when he went out.
Chapman, Soler, it's just Chapman and Soler that are charged. So everyone else is at me is for Kittredge. Everyone else is Kittredge's responsibility at this point, except Soler.
Okay. By the way, this is a World Series hat.
That's found 97 or 03.
97.
So their original title win.
Yep.
When no one thought they would win it.
Yeah, well, they broke up that I thought the Yankees were going to win 96, 97, 98, 99, 2000, and the Marlins were the ones who broke that up.
0-1 pitch. 0-1.
Definitely a fan of baseball hats. Trying to think of other minor league teams that have really kick-ass hats.
I just want to do a 30-30 for baseball stadiums, like Tom did for the football ones. That's foul off.
Yeah, football stadiums aren't the same. They don't
I'm just saying a 30-30 for baseball does require me to get my passport just to get out of the country and go to Toronto.
Do you need a passport? I don't know if you need a passport anymore. Do you have one of those new real IDs with the star? Okay, I think if you have one of those, you could go in and out of Canada.
That's foul off.
I think. I'm not positive, but.
But then again, how many baseball teams have had their mascots thrown out of the game just for pissing the manager off?
Oh, I saw a clip the other day of was it Tommy Lasorda or someone who got
Goopy tossed out?
Yeah, got mascot ejected. Like I'm sorry, you got to be pretty lame to get a mascot ejected. They're just entertaining the crowd. Like, why are you even paying attention? You're not doing your job as a manager if you're paying attention.
In 88, he beat up the Philly Fanatic.
I love the Philly Fanatic, I'll be honest.
And then there was that one time where he actually cornered and strangled the San Diego Chicken.
Oh man, that's not a good track record to have, beating up mascots.
You don't know what sort of was a fucking curmudgeon.
Yeah, he was. And I remember his old Slim Fast commercials.
Mm-hmm.
He always gained the weight back though.
2-2. I mean, seriously, for Lasorda to be that much a curmudgeon to get rid of the physical embodiment of excitement and joy in Youppi for one game is hysterical.
And imagine like kids going to the game. They're all like traumatized because the manager beat up like the mascot.
Referring to what he did to the Fanatic in '88.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. It's like my kids, like when we go to the Yard Goats, they love Choo Choo and Chompers, the two mascots. And I can imagine their reaction if Choo Choo and Chompers go out on the field and the manager of the other team comes out and just beats the crap out of them.
Have you ever heard of that mascot, Clammy Sosa?
No, but I saw a few. The mascot, it might be the Birmingham Barons.
Lifted to the left. Gonna be a tag up. Catch. Soler will tag. He's gonna score. No one else advances. 6-5, St. Louis. 2 down.
There you go. Hey, man, I'll tell you, at least they're keeping it an interesting game.
Which is far more than I can say with the last 2 ball games I called.
Yeah, or like the Orioles putting a beating on my Yankees earlier today.
Yeah, now you guys are only a half game ahead of them for the East.
I'm just happy Aaron Judge is okay.
True. Pitch to Wisely. First on the way. Pops it up. Moderate left field. And that ends the inning. But San Francisco does get 2 of those 4 runs, those 3 runs they coughed up back. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 6-5, St. Louis. Whew.
All right. Well, I will stick with you till the 7th.
All right. Have you ever done those Bark in the Park events?
They have them all the time at Duncan Park where the Yard Goats play, but I haven't gone to them.
Yeah.
But which I also question, like, why would you want 8,000 fans bringing their dogs onto the field to shit all over the field? When I was working at doing the Yard Goats stuff, and I went on the field to do the opening or closing of one of my videos or whatever. If I got too far into the field, they'd yell at me. They'd be, "Get off the field!" But meanwhile, they'll let a bunch of dogs crap all over the field. Like, come on.
I mean, then again, we've seen minor league parks. We've seen rabbits get loose in the field. There was a skunk at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Cats.
Yep. No, I think if I had to pick to go to all the stadiums and whatnot, I'd pick baseball over football. I like football more, but baseball stadiums are just so much more beautiful in my opinion, and then have so much more history in a lot of them.
Unless, of course, it's Oakland Coliseum. That thing is a shit heap.
I'd still like to go before it shut down. I'm just not going out to California. There's no reason to go to California in my eyes.
True.
But if for some reason, like, I was in Oakland, that'd probably be the one thing I'd want to do is just hit up the Oakland Coliseum before they get rid of it. Because Lord knows I watched enough Yankees A's games. It'd be cool to see the park they were played in.
Did you watch the perfect game last year?
No, I did not. Nope.
I think that Domingo Germán's now got himself into so much trouble that he got cut from the team after his fiascos. And you'd think that after he threw that perfect game, it'd be a sign that the Yankees would go to the World Series and winning. I mean, think of that. Don Larson, 56, perfect game in the World Series. And then the Yankees won. 98, David Wells.
Yeah, I remember Wells like it was yesterday.
Won the World Series that year. Year later, David Cone, and they win the World Series. Last year, you'd think it'd be Domingo Germán, but no. Yankees had too many injuries. They were playing incompetently, and it bit him in the ass. And now John and whoever the other guy, Smoltz and whoever the guy are talking to the president of the Negro League Baseball Stadium, Bob Kendrick, in the booth.
What do you mean the minor league baseball stadium? That stadium was bought out by Diamond Baseball something.
No, I said the president of the Negro League Museum is now in the booth.
Oh, okay. I'd like to visit that. I love sports museums and stuff like that.
I wonder where that is, if it is in Alabama.
I actually wanted to go visit all the I mean, some of them aren't there anymore, but they have plaques in honor of them.
It's in Kansas City.
Yeah, I don't know what will be in Kansas City. Well, that makes sense. They had the Monarchs out there, and they were a pretty dominant team, if I remember, for the Negro Leagues.
That's true.
But
Carlson in the pitch hit. He hasn't had much time on the year, which means Carlson will be coming in to play left field for the rest of the game.
I'd like to go visit all like I said, they don't all exist anymore, but they have plaques or like parts of the stadiums left of all the stadiums for the All-American Girls Professional Baseball League.
Interesting.
Yeah,
we got full count.
Full count. Oh yeah, okay.
If certain states hadn't been turned into criminal cesspools, I would have wanted to go back to New York to see the third generation Yankee Stadium at Citi Field. I would have wanted to go to Chicago to see Wrigley. I would have wanted to go to LA to see Chavez Ravine. Carlson hits this one to left center. Ramos under it. He's got the catch. One down.
Yeah, I haven't. I have no interest in going into the city anymore. I used to love going into the city, and when I went as a kid, I didn't realize how bad it was in the late 70s and the 80s. When I started going in by myself, it was mid to late 90s, and by then Giuliani had cleaned that shit up, and it was much safer. All that stuff.
And now it's been turned into a cesspool.
Oh yeah, now it's a complete shithole.
And we need who to come in as the president and clean up the mess.
Yeah, if he can get it done. I just don't understand. I mean, he can get it done for the country the best he possibly could. But the problem is that these cities, Chicago, LA, San Francisco, New York, like these countries these cities, their cities are going down and down and down and down and getting worse and worse and worse. And the crime is going down and the crime's going up and the taxes are going up and all this stuff. And they just keep voting in the same mayors.
They're not elected and they're installed. They're all part of a criminal cabal.
No, yeah, but it's like the people could figure that out. Meaning, if enough people thought with their heads, they could get that figured out. Like when I lived in Philadelphia, there were certain parts of the city it wasn't that bad. Center City was not that bad. Now I see videos and stuff of places that used to be where families hung out. And it'd be mobs of people running into the CVSs I used to go to and whatever, and just robbing the place blind. It's actually pretty sad.
Yeah, and that's because we have idiots. I mean, we have criminals that have basically taken over the government.
I'll agree with you there. Is this one of the free games on MLB or no?
This is a national television game.
Actually, I have. Oh, so it's in my area, so I wouldn't be able to get it because I have MLB because I have T-Mobile. So I probably could have been watching it on my phone this whole time.
I'm just watching it on my TV. I mean, I'm even starting to contemplate doing Sunday games because I actually do have Roku. My adapter attached to my TV does have Roku stuck on it, so I could actually do those. Those Sunday early bird games.
Oh, yeah.
Because trust me, doing it on Peacock the previous 2 years would have been dog shit because it was always put behind a paywall except for the Mother's Day game, which was always on NBC.
Huh, for some reason. It does not have, I guess it doesn't have it available on MLB TV because it's a nationally televised game. Oh, wait, here it is.
2-2. 1-2. One, two to Siani on the way. And he just stared at strike 3. 6th inning complete. 6-5 St. Louis.
Well, Mets, as you head into the 7th inning, I've got to head out, but I definitely appreciate you inviting me on. And if anybody's watching this now or watching it on the replay or anything like that, Mets not only does this, but he also does awesome taste testing videos. So check those out and hit that like button.
See you, Matty.
Have a good one.
Well, that was entertaining. We go to the 7th. St. Louis 6, San Francisco 5. Elliot Ramos leads off for San Francisco. Pops it up. Shallow right. Burleson is in there, and he's got it. 1 down. Records rewritten. Previous MLB leaders: Barry Bonds, single season, career batting, slugging, and OPS. Ty Cobb, career batting average. New Major League Baseball leader after the Negro Leagues stat integration: Josh Gibson, 372 batting average, 718 slugging percentage, 117 career OPS, single season slugging, 974, and 1.474 OPS. Damn. Carlson remains in the game at left. Donovan goes to third. Which removes Brandon Crawford from the game. Here's Bailey. We've got another pitching change. Oh. Patriot Bailey grounds a foul. One and two. Ground ball through the hole, base hit in the center. Center scooped up by Carlson. The tying run is on first for San Francisco. Whoa, what? Three and one. Or 2 and 2. Outside, 3 and 1. Full count. Oh. This is the longest baseball game I've called in a while, for those wondering. Popped up. 2 down. And Chapman pops it up. Gorman is under it. 2 down. That's fouled off by Conforto. 1 and 1. 0 and 1. Kind of sad that since leaving the Mets, after they didn't renew his contract in 21, and he went missing in 22 due to the injury bug. When compared to his 2019 numbers, Conforto has fallen way off. He's only got 8 homers, 22 RBIs. So as a Giant, he's only hit 23 homers and 80 RBIs going into this one. You compare this 2017 to 2019 stretch, where he hit 88 homers, 1 2, and 242 RBIs. Two and 2, as that one nearly hits him. Gesundheit. Two to Conforto. Swung on and missed, strike 3. We go to the stretch. Score St. Louis 6, San Francisco 5. Rest in peace, Gene Kelly and Frankie. Ryan Walker will now pitch for San Francisco. Start the 7th inning. Here's the pitch. Up and in, ball 1. Up and on the inside corner, ball 1. To Mason Wynn, who's got a walk, a double, and he scored twice on sac flies. That's pop foul, 1-1. That's foul off. One, 2. Outside, 2-2. I want to thank Midnight Mike and Matty Jets for wanting to help and for coming in when they did for the small amount of time they were on the show. Swung and missed, strike 3, sit down, 1 down. I need to get a tissue. My nose is starting to run a little bit. Be right back. fouled off 0-1 by Alec Burleson. So big cut and miss, 0-2. Burleson has 2 of the. Ball 1. That was when you struck out swinging. 1-2 pitch to Burleson. Up the middle, scooped up. Throw to first, 2 down. Up by Ahmed. He'll throw to first, 2 away. Paul Goldschmidt takes ball 1. Strike 1. Two and 1. Kyle miss, strike 3, inning over. Now the game's starting to slow down as we go to the 8th. We go to the 8th, 6-5, St. Louis. Poor Yamcha. Slater takes strike one. And making his major league debut is Adam Kloffenstein, replacing John King. Oscar Charleston, 1976 Hall of Fame inductee, played or managed from 1915 to 1954. Was the only player to win back-to-back Triple Crowns, 3 overall. One of 2 players to win 3 Negro League batting titles, the other one being Josh Gibson. 1 and 2 to Soler. Full count from the 23-year-old. Soler gets a bit of that one, but it's going to go foul. Soler lines with the short, scooped up, and out. Up by Wynn, he'll fire to Goldschmidt, 1 down. I'm not going to lie, folks, this is the longest ball game I've called since, I believe, that doubleheader last year. In that second game doubleheader I called between the Mets and Braves last year that went completely Atlanta's way. Either that or the All-Star game in 2022. Hit hard down the left field line, but it's going to hook foul on Wilmer. 0-2. Wilmer cracks this one, center field, deep but playable, and caught at the edge of the track by Ciani, 2 down. Ball 1 to Slater. Strike 2. Strike 1. 1 on a sinker pitch. Up and out, 2-1. That's fouled off, 2-2. Two-two pitch. Popped up. Shallow right. Who's going to get it? It's Gorman, and that ends the inning. 7.5 innings complete. 6-5 in favor of St. Louis. Cool Papa Bell. Squid pasta. Why not 2-0? Two and 1. Slow pop up. Here comes Flores. 1 down. Seriously? A 6-pack challenge for Moose at Slammiversary? I just wanted him and Josh 1-on-1. Not this bullshit. AK so and 2. I mean, I get it. It's a way to neutralize the system for better or worse. But what if members of the system get into the match? 0-2 pitch. Strike 3. Down goes Brendan Donovan. Pedro Furman coming in. Coming up next. So no cycle for Donovan. He needed a triple to get the cycle. Vermin takes strike 1. That's foul. Bunt, lay down, foul. C4 spike, and that's it. 0-2 pitch. Got him. So 1-2-3 inning for Taylor Rogers, but now it's the last chance for San Francisco. We go to the top of the ninth. It's still St. Louis 6 and San Francisco 5. Okay, I may have planned this 6 months ago, but I started this like 3 hours ago. Ugh. Close it out for St. Louis. Try to close it out for the St. Louis Cardinals. It'll be Ryan Helsley as Nick Ahmed leads off. 1-0 pitch, fouled into the glove, 1-1. Ball 2. Ball 3. Three one pitch. And it's a leadoff walk. Not out. That's out of character for Hazley. For Helsley. Strike one. To Wisely. 1-0-1 pitch is outside. 1-1. Tyler Fitzgerald comes in to pinch hit for Trenton Brooks, who would have to play short from here on out if there's a score. Swan couldn't hold up. 1-2. If San Francisco ties it or takes the lead, Wisely is singled, walked, and he scored the first run of the game for San Francisco on the 3-run bomb by Ramos. He won the second run of the game for San Francisco on the Ramos homer. 1-2, and that's fouled off. We'll do it again. One, two. That's driven to right field, deep, toward the corner, and caught. One down. Carried a little too much, and he hung up a little too much, and Carlson was able to get under it. One down, and Ramos, whose only hit, produced the majority of the runs for San Francisco. A 3-run homer back in the fourth. Or third inning, excuse me. Up high, ball one. Hensley's 0-1. Swung on a miss into the glove, or he tipped it into the glove. 0-2. 1-1. Oh, big cut and miss. 1-2. Here's the payoff. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Gonna throw a slider. Swung and a miss. Strike three. Or a cutter. Or that just sank on him. And a nasty cut fastball. Two down. Bailey swings and misses. Strike one. Bailey has singled all 3 times he's been up at the plate. 3 of the 4 times he's been up at the plate. Throws the cutter. Swung and miss over it. 0-2. San Francisco down to their final strike. Housley looking for his 25th straight save. Will he get here? The 0-2 pitch on the way. Fouled off. Oh, 2 on the way. And Helsley steps off. And Helsley steps off. Oh, 2 on the way. Driven to left field, going down the line, but it's going to hook foul. Five runs on 10 hits for San Francisco, 6 on 7 for St. Louis. 0-2. Breaking ball low, 1-2. Curveball low and not bought and not bid at, 1-2. One two's driven to right into the hits the ground base hit, and the Cardinals still and San Francisco still got life. Fourth single of the night for Bailey. That's going to bring up Chapman. It's going to bring up Chapman, who's only hit as a double. First pitch, swung on and missed a cutter. Her 0-1. Chapman doubled in the sixth and was one of 2 runs that got home. Tying run in scoring position. Go ahead, run it first. 0-1 pitch. Takes a strike, 0-2. And once again, San Francisco down to their final strike. I've been on for 3 hours, 35 minutes plus. Not my longest stream of 2024, but the point still applies. Here's the payoff. Swung on and missed. Game over. St. Louis wins 6-5. And this tribute to the Negro Leagues will go to the Cardinals. Winning pitcher, Andre Palate. Losing pitcher, Keaton Wynn. Save, Ryan Helsley. I want to thank Midnight Mike, the Midnight Mike Show, Mike of the Midnight Mike Show, and Maddie and Maddie Jets for coming on when they did about midway through the game. So that's it for tonight's stream. Comment, like, and subscribe. This is Mets2128 signing out. Goodbye and good fucking night. Bang.